Good morning, PBC. I gotta let you know, it's getting pretty bad. I decided to just go full Einstein until I can get my hair cut. Turn right to John chapter 20 as we look at the next person we're going to look at who saw the Lord Jesus alive. John chapter 20, verse 24. Now Thomas, one of the 12, called the twin, was not with them when Jesus came. So the other disciples told him, "We have seen the Lord." But he said to them, "Unless I see in his hands the mark of the nails, and place my finger into the mark of the nails, and place my hand into his side, I will never believe." 8 days later, his disciples were inside again, and Thomas was with them. Although the doors were locked, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here, and see my hands, and put out your hand, and place it in my side. Do not disbelieve, but believe." Thomas answered him, "My Lord and my God." Jesus said to him, "Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed." Thomas had a nickname among the 12, Didymus in Greek, the twin, and I often wonder why we don't refer to him by that name. And it is quite likely that Jesus himself gave Thomas that nickname. Jesus did that. James and John he called the sons of thunder. So obviously we know they were the sons of Zebedee, their father, so their mother's name must have been Thunder. No, that's a joke. Simon he called Peter, Rock. As you read through the listings of the apostles' names, it becomes obvious that they had nicknames, some probably given by Jesus. Levi was called Matthew. Simon was called the Zealot. There was Judas, the son of James, also known as Thaddeus. You know, Thomas was never called the doubter, but he did have doubts, and he was stubbornly resisting the reality of the resurrection. Maybe because he and the Lord were very close, and Thomas had done all he could to be like Jesus, to be the twin. The Lord Jesus waited a full 8 days to get Thomas's attention. With the doors locked and Thomas with the others, the risen, living Jesus appeared in the room, greeted them with peace, and then turned specifically to Thomas. "I heard you, twin. Here are my hands. Look at them." Even though he was raised from the dead, there was still evidence of the crucifixion on his resurrected body. "Put your finger in the holes in my hands and in my side. Turn away from disbelief. Believe." And just like Mary Magdalene, her response to the risen Lord, Thomas worshiped. And then, verse 29, what a huge blessing for us who weren't there. Even though we didn't see what the Lord Jesus showed Thomas, we get to experience the same blessing through belief. So PBC, don't disbelieve. Believe. Jesus is alive and seeks to show himself in you today. Have a great day.